Welcome to this live. The air element, we're going to be whispering with the air, our voice, talking about the mind, talking about things that recently I've been coming across, and whether it's by email or clients or experience. So I'll wait for a few people to come on here, but welcome to this live. It is May 15th, and I am Heather Aguilera of Angel of Divine Love. Welcome. And stay as long as you have the capacity for, as we will be on here, maybe for about an hour or so. So get comfortable if you can, and really allow yourself to feel, to see, to interact. Put in the comments whatever you are guided to. We're gonna be just kind of flowing here. So I titled this Whispering of the Air. Whispering of the air element. The whispering of the air element. Air, I've gone through the fire, and we went through earth, and went through, now I feel like talking about air a little bit, because the air element helps us to, with our voices, our tonality, the tonal frequency of your voice. And what does that mean, right? The tonality of your voice. The voice carries a current, a sound current, a vibrational tone. And all of us have this within our voice. And some people's voices, maybe you are more comfortable with, and other voices kind of sounds like I don't really want to hear that person talk. I don't know, I've been there, and it's nothing to do with that individual. It's just their tonal frequency, right? What they're emitting, what they're transmitting through their voice. And this can have an effect on your energy and your frequency. So we want to work on that within yourself, so your voice, your tonality, your frequency is sending out a really good vibration. And as that happens, many things can happen. You can start singing to strengthen your voice, just talking, and recording yourself and listening to your voice. A lot of people don't even like their own voice, and that to me is really sad. If you don't like your own voice, fall in love with your own voice, your own frequency, your own sound pattern. Another thing with air, the whispering of air, that can come through is the mind. So the mind can be a tricky place, navigating through the mind, through the thought patterns and thought forms, and what is yours and what is not yours, and what is something, a learned pattern that you've picked up on growing up or from friends, and then what is you, right? That frequency of you. So navigating through the mental space. I recently got contacted by somebody who said that they were receiving a lot of thoughts that weren't theirs, or maybe even hearing voices that weren't theirs. And a lot of people who are clairaudient can hear. It means clear hearing, clear knowing of that, and hearing maybe messages and this sorts of things, or even music, right? Tones, frequencies, tones, sounds, music, toning. This is part of that gift that comes from the sound of vibration of being clairaudient, clear hearing. And so anyways, this individual reached out to me, and they had mentioned that they were hearing these things, and they thought it was coming from some sort of device or whatnot, maybe a current that was controlled by some other force. And I'm not saying this is or isn't true, but I didn't know. I didn't really tune into it or feel into it that much to really give a clear answer to any of that. But I know that if ever I feel distorted in my thought patterns, if ever I feel like something is going on in my psychic brain waves or clear audience, I know I need to get out of nature. I know I need to do a cleansing. I know I need to do some sort of clearing on me. And this is what I do. I get my tools out and I start to cleanse. I start to purify. I start to raise my frequency and cleansing. I share these cleansing tools and techniques in a lot of my classes. And it can go from like taking a spiritual bath, right? That's a cleansing technique, to smudging yourself, to a salt bath, to doing light language, to speaking light language, because that always really helps and assists me, to working with, like I said, smoke or baths, and going out into nature, into the natural elements of water. Working with fire really helps to center and bring your attention into that element and study it, studying the water and how it moves and how it grooves and how it speaks to you. And working with the natural elements, this brings us all back to our original state. And when we get bombarded with the thoughts, sometimes you need some help. So a lot of people will, they will reach out to me when they do feel that their energy is being pulled on, or, a lot of these gateways that have happened, or these solar flares, I guess I should say, that have been happening, have been making a lot of people really tired, really kind of maybe a little off balance. I know I've been taking a lot of naps lately and doing a lot of extra self-care. So this whole way of how you are caring for yourself and how you are allowing your frequency to shift, right? And yeah, so I thought I'd share that and be in a place of what it is to tune into the elements. I love working with the elements. I feel that this is us coming back to our original state, and it is a simple practice that many people can benefit from. So rather you have felt that, like maybe a spiritual attack, or maybe, of an up leveling of your gifts, where you're hearing voices or you're hearing energies or frequencies that are not yours, or maybe lower energies that are not yours, know that there is a way to cleanse that. Know that there is a way to get out of that. I don't ever want to make anybody feel that they're wrong for experiencing something, or that something is wrong with you. It's just understanding these gifts, these abilities, and when they start to unlock, you can receive help from that, and you can also have some guidance and do your work. Do your work, do your inner work, and do your outer work, and taking care of yourself, taking care of your frequencies, taking care of your energy field, and taking care of that which matters most to you, and that is your vessel, your mental, physical, and emotional vessel. The cosmic force energies are really strong, so we're going to see an influx of awakenings. We're going to see an influx of whatever it is your mission. You are on your path. You are on what it is, your trajectory forward, your purpose. I guess a lot of people say life purpose. What is your life purpose? Most life purpose is to be you, to be yourself. And as you are yourself, you become this more and more of your light, your beacon of light, to shift the collective to attract what it is that you're meant to do in this lifetime, and to be part of that. What it looks like for everybody or each individual is different for them. For me, I'm just going to share a little bit about what is happening with my life right now. And I'm sure most of you know I am part of Indigenous groups, and I do work with a lot of healing the earth, a lot of helping to heal others. So I work with this in a sense in a community as well. So I do invite you all to join my subscription list, which I will be going a little deeper every month, and also coming on here periodically and as I feel needed or called to assist within prayer and assist within meditation as needed. So I want to thank you all for being here. If you have any requests, please feel free to put it in the chat. Feel free to express where it is you are from, what it is that you are experiencing, and also if you have any questions or dialogue you would like to open up, or you would like to maybe have a topic of conversation, feel free to message below. I'm going to talk about reciprocity in Indigenous communities and in the earth. So there's this really cute saying that, when we're in right relationship with the earth, the energy of reciprocity, which is giving and receiving back, doing work, putting our hands literally in the dirt, in the earth, and giving back to the earth, that the earth heals. It heals itself. And our Mother Earth has the capacity to heal herself as we continue to work in this sacred giving and receiving, the reciprocity of doing that. And we want to thank you. We want to cultivate that energy more and more. I work in a community that we do tend to the land, and tending to the land is very rewarding. It's such a rewarding feeling, because there's certain geographic locations that, whether you realize it or not, that you're pulled to, or that you're gravitated to, or you're called to be there, to build a relationship with, to give back to. And you want to possibly look for some ways to volunteer in your local communities, ways to get in touch with the Indigenous communities, Indigenous tribes, local tribes of your community, so you can be included and understand on how to be in right relation with this in this way. And I know a lot of the New Age spirituality does not really hit on this topic, but I'm covering it because it's important. No matter what level of consciousness that you're on, you can always give back to the land. You could always get in touch with the Indigenous native people of the land, find out who they are, what land you are on, who it belongs to, and have the right relations to giving in a respectful way. So I got a message here from PG2424. Hi Heather, from New Jersey. Just wanted to say I love all your videos. Thank you. Thank you. I'm happy. That makes me happy. I've made my videos so long ago, a lot of the older ones, and they're just classic, right? I feel like they'll be serving for a long time, and God willing, they'll be serving other people when I'm gone, right? Humanity, if need be, they're there for whoever needs it at any time. And that makes me feel really good. I did that work a long time ago, and now I'm just like in this transition, to be honest. Like, I'm in this place where a lot of things are ending and coming to a close, and then I'm working on this like new phase of my life, and I've stepped up in a way that is it's just this new energy that I'm cultivating, that I'm in, not cultivating, I'm in it. And so I'm learning this new part of myself right now. We're always growing and learning, right? I always want to be in this place. This grandmothers have always told me, you'll always be learning, you know. So that is something to look forward to, that we're always going to be learning. And we're students of the earth, and we're also teachers we're teachers for ourselves and for each other. Community means so much, and it's so beautiful to have all these beautiful people. So yeah, I am connected to some really beautiful Indigenous elders, and I have the honor to be part of this. And how we can assist you in this community online is to give advice, you know, and also if you ever feel guided to participate in my offerings, those participation in my offerings is like a ticket. It's like a ticket. It's an invitation, a step forward, a step into my world and my realm. And in that, you know, hopefully you either find your own community, or you can be invited to mine one day. But I don't publicly invite. It's more of a private invite. So I must know you, like talk to you and know you before that happens. So and it's respectfully so, because not everything is free. Not everything should be available to everybody. There's a sacred path for a reason. And the way we walk in this way, it is on invite, with invitation and bright relation. So that's how we roll, right? Sometimes in certain areas of life. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. You know, like I said, I'm in this transition and I'm wanting to share. And you know, what I share in my classes is like a lot of womb empowerment. A lot of men have asked me to help teach them, not to help teach them, but like to teach them some of the teachings that I have in the womb course. And I've been sitting with this because I don't really know how to like navigate that teaching for men. I don't really know how to like offer that for men. But like the elements is available for the masculine, learning the elements and really diving deep with the elements, because it's a foundation of Indigenous healing. It brings us back into the ways of our ancestors, back into the ancient ways in which they would learn with the elements, like the basic learning of, and that's what they would do, right? Is they would study the sky, they would study the waters, they would study the stars, they would study the earth, you know, and every person had a different like strong ability, like their strength and their strongest gift would be like assigned to a certain element. And you know, I guess we could call that a mystery school or whatever, but I don't really believe it was necessarily a mystery school. It was just the way of life of these intelligent societies that worked in a way that provided this sort of education for their people, and it was just part of life, right? Part of their everyday life. And you could just imagine, if we go back to like, I mean, my heritage is Native and Mexica, which is like of Mexican heritage and Native American heritage. And I'm not going to go through the tribes that I'm from, but it's when I do trace it back, or if I'm looking at the Aztec, the intelligence of the people of the Aztecs, for instance, right? They worked on such an intelligent system, and on all of their technologies, they had running water through their villages, and and then they worked in this way, and working with giving thanks and prayer and all this stuff. And so it's just this super high intelligence. And then we also see that in, like, people have mentioned that back in Atlantis too, the connection to Atlantis and all these ancient civilizations. So I find it really beautiful and extremely sacred to learn about those, and what will it take for us to heal the earth in order to reclaim those teachings, reclaim those traditions, right? I feel personally it's understanding who you are, understanding your personal lineage, your bloodline, where you come from, and and studying it, unlocking those codes, like, from your own bloodline. Like, no one's gonna do it but you. Like, we all have sacred parts of us, sacred lineages that we're connected to. Somehow, some way, there was someone in your ancestral line that had the courage or had that ability to hold steadfast the consciousness of humanity. And that's why you're here, that's why you're listening to this, right? It takes a certain type of strength, a certain type of prayer, a certain type of intelligence to connect to the divine, to really connect in and receive what you need to receive, and to change the way you need to change, and have that trajectory forward, and to change according to the will of God. God, creator, the mother, the father of the creation. The sacredness, the sovereignty that is given to all of us. I don't feel like any of us are going to be left behind in this way that we're meant to be. And my heart goes so much to everyone that is suffering in these times of genocide. Like, I never thought that we would be going through this, but we are. And and all those who are homeless too. So it's not easy times, and it's going to continue to not be for a while. And we have to be steadfast. We have to be super strong, spiritually strong. The strength that is given to you by Creator. There was this teacher the other day, and I know I've heard other people say this, and it's just not alive in my reality. And maybe you could relate to this, but it's like, you don't want to give your power away. So there's a saying, right? Giving your power away. Can you really give your power away? Because I don't think you can. I don't think that's I feel like there's a false teaching, or this ideology that you can actually give it away, because you can't necessarily give it away. You can't give away what Creator has given to you, and nobody can take it from you either, because nobody could understand your gifts and your abilities other than you. You have the keys to unlock what it is within your heart and within your soul. Therefore, it cannot be given away. It can be put away, It can be maybe not understanding how to use your gifts, but it cannot be ever be given away. It could only be like understood by you and reclaimed by you. So like I even feel that what is very old is the I call my power back type of technique, because where are you calling it back from? It's yours. Just activate it within yourself. And this is sovereignty. Like when you step into sovereignty, a lot of those old ideologies fall away, and it just doesn't make sense to me. In my world, in my realm, my power is never given away, and the power that is given to me by Creator. It is the power of that which holds the divinity of creation, Creator, and that is given to me by God. So you can believe it or not. I don't believe it. I feel that it is false. But it's probably also where I'm at in my perspective. This is a perspective, and there are many perspectives out there, and they're all right, and then they are all wrong. So anyways, that is the paradox in which we live, right? The paradox of humanity right now. So excuse me. Whispering. The whispering of the air. The spirit of the air tells many stories. The winds of the four directions, and then the winds in which you breathe, the airs in which come, and which airs come to visit you. The airs of harmony and the airs in your mind that which get caught up sometimes, and how to correct those. There's like 13 levels of airs, and these different airs can cause pain in the bodies or different functions in the mind, and it is essential that we clear these airs. Clear the air. That's the saying, right? Let's clear the air. Clearing the air can mean many things, because an air can come to you that is in the sense of, it's invisible, of course, but an air can come to you that is in the sense of fear. An air can come to you in a sense of anger or frustration. And these airs can also leave you. So when you recognize these within yourself and what is asked to be transmuted, the airs can leave. But if those airs get stuck in your body, it can cause disharmony and pain. So, and we need a little assistance when that happens, maybe body work, physical body work, or working with a healer, working on yourself, So the airs, there's many teachings of air, and in the most positive sense, we are looking at and feeling into the vibration and the healing tones of air, the frequencies. And those who are clairaudience, you have listened and heard the symphonies of creation. And it's such a beautiful tone. It's such a beautiful thing in frequency to tune into, to listen to. And if you know what I'm saying, then you know what I'm saying. And if you don't, hopefully one day you'll get there. And like I said, with your voice, the tonal frequency of the voice carries tones, carries so much. The voice is a soft frequency of power, of healing, of love. It can transmute, it can heal, and it could also cut. It could cut with your words. but you could also soothe and you could heal. So with the element of air, it isn't seen, but it's there. It's a powerful element to work with. It's one of my most favorite ones to work with. I mean, they all are. They really all are. And in air, we know that the power of our words can speak life to each other. It could also harm. So we don't want to harm. May we not harm each other with our words, but cause it and create a healing frequency and bandwidth with ourselves and others. So thank you everyone for tuning in. Those who are still with me, I've just been talking and talking, so thank you. Let's go into like a meditation, and yeah, like I said, I have an email list where you can subscribe, and yes, thank you. Yes, words are extremely powerful. Most High God and put. Thank you all so much. Thank you. Yeah, I have an email list that you all can subscribe to that is available. The first one went out on Sunday, and then I will be working on that a little bit more. I have some time now that I created this business, and things are just kind of flowing for me in a really good way, that I have some time. Like it's nice to just like, all right, what needs work? What needs a little bit of my attention? And this platform can use some attention, some love here. So thank you for being here and showing your love and giving your love back to this channel by being here with me. It means a lot. I worked, this has been a labor of love, and it's not necessarily that I've worked hard with it. It's just, I honestly just go with the flow of things. I don't really have like a clear like agenda, I guess you could say. Like I don't really have like a clear like, oh, I'm gonna do this, or I'm gonna talk about this. Like I don't necessarily have that. I just kind of go with what spirit puts in my heart, and like, and when I feel that it's time to like say something and share. So I kind of just go with it like in a more organic way. But I still feel like it needs some love here. So thank you for bringing your love here. So let's, if you can, if you're able, if you're capable, just to be in a place and breathing. Your breath is connected to air, the breath of life. And just breathing. If you're available and able to, placing one hand in the center of your chest and one hand at your belly. And this creates a really soothing energy for your nervous system. Just by breathing in this way, you are creating harmony within your body. Staying centered, grounded, your feet on the floor, energy from your feet flowing down, down, down to the earth, past the bedrocks of our Mother Earth, and into her center, the core, the heart of the Mother Earth, and sending her so much love and compassion. Thank you, Mother Earth, for all that you do. Thank you to the Mother Earth for all that she provides. And bringing up that energy up your legs, to your hips, to your belly, to your heart, your throat, your forehead, and your crown, and thanking yourself for being here. And as that energy goes and flows all the way up into the heart of the heavens, the Creator, the Almighty, the love of creation, the love of Great Spirit, feeling that connection, clearing all light fibers that are here with you, and putting around you a beautiful shield, a shield of light that is impenetrable, that which is your energy feels the most comfortable in. Maybe it's a crystal shield, a sphere of light around you, connected to the heart of the heavens, and that sphere of light all around you, and vibrating the essence of love and divinity to yourself and around your energy field, your energetic field. May it be cleansed and cleared. Your energetic field. May the frequency of your heart expand. Your energy field. May any energies that are incongruent with your energy be released. Gently and firmly release from your energy field anything that does not belong. And breathing in. And right here, almost like you're filling up your cup, you're filling up your energy with all this beautiful rainbow healing energies, love, beauty energy, strengthening that auric field where it's strong, spiritually strong, energetically strong. Knowing that only that which is your highest and best, and the highest and best of all concern, is here, cleansing through your field, and almost like you're spinning in a circle. Doesn't matter what direction, but you're just spinning the energy around your energetic field, and spinning, breathing, and noticing any holes or cracks in your field, in your aura, that it's just going to mend, it's just going to heal, it's just going to fill it in. And breathing in. And thanking your guardians, your team that assist you on your highest trajectory, your highest destiny path forward. Sending healing, love, and forgiveness to all those that you're connected to. May your team, your guardian team, whoever it is that helps you to be strong and beautiful and full of life and joy, assist you as you radiate this joy, you radiate this happiness, you radiate this beauty for yourself and for all others who you are connected to in a really good way, in a healthy way, in a beautiful, healthy way. And adjust as needed. Energies adjusting as needed, as according to your highest divinity, your highest frequency, your highest energy. Breathing in. And as you're able to maintain this frequency, as you're able to attain this love, unity, of beauty, of sovereignty, filling up your highest destiny and surrounding yourself with love. And more and more until you're overflowing, your cup overflows. And as your cup overflows, you're able to bring healing to the earth. So just imagine that you have that cup that is overflowing. And that cup that is overflowing, pouring it into the waters of the earth. And as you pour this cup into the waters of the earth, it is filled with your love. It is filled with the lessons that you have learned so far. It is filled with the knowledge and the wisdom that you've learned, the love. And as you fill it and you pour this onto the earth, others are able to learn the things that you've learned easily. Others are able to heal from what you have healed from, thankfully. And we're also able to fill the earth with the love and healing for all inhabitants on the earth, and all people of the earth, and all those who live here. This is our job, to fill ourselves up, to love ourselves, to give, and to bring the healing to the earth. May we continue to do so in a good, beautiful way, in right relation. And as we stand together, bringing light to ourselves, lightness to the earth, surrounding the earth with healing energy, and praying to the Almighty that may every person, place, and being on this earth be alleviated from pain and suffering, and come into peace and harmony within themselves. May the earth continue to heal, to vibrate healing frequency, gently and soothing to her, all of her inhabitants, and all of her people on earth, that everyone may receive this healing love vibration. Every person, every animal, every creepy crawly, every bird, every being, every plant, all the waters, all the air, you, your family, your friends, and even your enemies, send them forgiveness and healing. Thank you. Thank you for showing up, and thank you for bringing your love. May God and the Holy Spirit be with us, the Almighty. May your guardians be with us, be with you. May your guardians be with you. May your guardians continue to show you the way, the truth, and right relation with yourself and all others. Thank you. It is always an honor to be here to serve this community in a beautiful way. Thank you for showing love to my channel and for sticking around. Thank you so much for your growth within yourself. Thank you for your prayers for humanity. Thank you for your work that you've done and that will continue to do. And I pray that all of you live a beautiful, beautiful, wonderful, happy life, restored and with so much love, so much just connection. It is a beautiful life. that we have here. And peace, love, and harmony to all of you. Thank you. So, there's a Peace and Dignity run that is running all throughout the nation of the U.S., I believe, and this is another prophecy that has been spoken, that is being fulfilled right now, and it is very wonderful that we are in these times, prophetic times, right? Some things are not always easy, but it's a wonderful time to be here and to step into your destiny, step into what it is that you came here for. And sometimes it's very simple, and sometimes it comes with a lot of responsibility, and but it's worth it, and it's an amazing way to be, to live. So thank you all for being here and continuing to support my channel, support this work, share it. I know so many have received a lot of healing from my videos, and it is an honor to be one of the ones that have provided this for so many. So thank you. Thank you for telling me thank you, and thank you for all your support and being here. Just showing up here. It means a lot. So if you have any thing to share or request, I could just kind of hang out here for a little bit, and I feel that I've said everything that I wanted to say, that my heart had been wanting to express, really. I thank you. I offer they're called heart to heart sessions, and they're really sweet. So it's where we talk, we just talk heart to heart, and then we go into messages that you need, and healings, and more customized one-on-one session that's available. They're called heart to heart sessions, and I really like them. They're very sweet. So those are available to those who are looking for that or needing that assistance, and sometimes we need it sometimes. So yeah, in the future there will be more things shared about my community, but for right now I keep it more private unless you're one of my students. It's not I'm not sharing it right now publicly. It's more for those who work with me one-on-one, and in a student sense. So but yeah, I'll be opening up the doors for teachings, and probably by next month there will be another round of the womb teachings. The womb empowerment is really important because of just so much that can happen in that, and stepping into your calling. Actually, I've helped many women step into their calling and step into in a really good relation with Earth. So yeah, those are really powerful. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for being here, and for joining this evening. I'm gonna end this on a note with a teaching of the Mayan calendar. And those of you who are interested in Mayan astrology, or like, it's, there's so much in the Mayan tradition. My ancestors were, or one of my grandfathers, he was a star reader, and I love that because I'm so into the cosmic force energies, and to know that he was that, he was my great grandfather, and yeah, it makes me happy because I geek out on star wisdom. So in the Mayan cosmology, there is 13 tones of, it's called 13 tonales, or yeah, like tonal frequencies, basically known as tonales. And then there's 20 noales, like 20 basically constellations that are considered or counted in their count. And then there's more than that, but in the basic count, it goes by rounds of 13 and 20 constellations and 13 counts of each round, 13 by 13 by 13, until you get to 260. And that's a completion of a year, according to that calendar. And it's based off the moon. The moon, more of a moon count, lunar, than solar. The solar count goes into the 360 days, as so does the Gregorian calendar. So in these teachings, today is Akabal, and I believe it's 5, or no, it's 6. It's 6 Akabal. Akabal is like the dawning, the dawn, the dusk, and the dawn between day and night. It is that which brings in that tone, that frequency of almost duality, right? So the light carrying the dark, and the aspect of right before the sun rises, and right when or after the sun sets. And it brings in, honestly, like that time of the day, you see the most beautiful colors in the sky if there's the perfect amount of clouds there. It is a beautiful time to be connected to the earth, and to do sun gazing at that time, to receive the messages of the sun and the messages of the sky meeting the earth. And you know, with that, this tonality, this noali, this frequency that comes, it brings us the message of the owl and wisdom that comes from these sacred technologies. These sacred technologies have been around for centuries, like I had mentioned earlier, and learning and studying the stars have been around for so long. And it's such a beautiful teaching, right? So that's today. That's the day and frequency of the day according to the Mayan calendar. Now there's other calendar counts. There's a Mexica calendar count, and I'm studying that right now. I'm not as versed in it as I am the Mayan calendar, so I'm still learning the Mexica calendar. But when I learn more, and when I feel more confident in sharing that one, I will. Yeah, and I also study, like, it's called evolutionary astrology, that assists in curating the frequencies of the planets. And when you start to learn how to curate the frequencies of the planet, it really helps that. And what I mean by that, by curations, curations have been, it's a technology that has been used by many, like, it's a Tibetan technology, actually. So it's a very ancient technology. And so what you do is you use the, I don't want to use that word, use. You study the planetary alignments, the planetary shifts, right? And then you have a designated area where you place certain crystals or herbs in the directions of a wheel, of basically, if you've ever seen like a astrology wheel, you use that to help certain curations. And curations, what I mean by that is, like, if like, for instance, the moon is going to be in Taurus, the new moon in Taurus, for instance. The new moon is going to be in Taurus, and so you want to attract some healing there, or you want maybe some abundance, some money, or maybe love, a softening in you. Maybe when the moons come through, it really rocks you or it shakes you, so you need some more soothing, healing energy. So you want to bring in the correct crystals to assist with that. It's almost like doing a crystal grid, you know, but this is a little different, but same sort of idea. But I love working with this. I love working with it every month. I've really been geeking out on it. It's something that I find extremely fun. But yeah, you just figure out the astrology charts and what's coming up next. You make your grids based off of those charts and bringing in like crystal healing into the aspects of the stars. So like you have a designated area, like I mentioned, that has the directions, and then you do it. You just kind of place your crystals there. It's really fun. Like I said, it's called evolutionary astrology. The woman who teaches it, her name is Tashi Powers. I've been taking her class for some time now. It's something that I really love and I enjoy learning about, but I love learning about the stars. So there's so many things that we can learn from the cosmologies of many times, the ancient times, and the West, you know, the Western Gregorian calendar holds significance also. What I also wanted to mention is those who do hear, whose one of your gifts is hearing voices or hearing clairaudiently, hearing spirit. You want to look into your 12th house aspects. So if you have a lot of planets in the 12th house, more than likely you're going to be very psychic and in that way, in hearing voices. So your frequency or your psychic abilities will be very pronounced in that house of the 12th house. So you want to look that up your astrology chart, what planets are in the 12th house, and look up every single planet and see that, and see how the stars are activating your chart. Because I believe that there are certain times of the year where we're extremely activated and where our gifts are like kind of skyrocket. So I've experienced that many times where my gifts just like next level. And then that really helps me is to kind of like, okay, what just happened, and then so I could like really ground it in and put it into like a human form, to be more anchored. So yeah, anyways, I thought I'd share that. It's just helpful tips, things that I like to go into. I love touching into my intelligence and my genius, and I hope you all do too. I wish you a beautiful May, and may God be with you, may peace be with you, may all the beauty and love and grace and abundance and prosperity be with you in a really good way. May you find what it is that brings you love and healing and help you heal the earth. So I hope these videos help you, and I will catch you next time. Peace and blessings. Thank you. Good night.